Hey, this is DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Reviews, and I kinda want to kill my boss. Except I'm my own boss. And I like me. Dilemma.
That's the picture.
Welcome to day 50 of my 100 Days, 100 Movies Challenge. Holy mother of all things great and small! Mostly great. We've hit the halfway mark. Kinda meant to get the whistles and streamers. But instead, I got a ball and a cup! Aw, I missed. Oh, but it's okay, because the ball's on a string and attached to the cup. But I'm celebrating in my own way. I am doing another review for you guys. And honestly, I want to thank those of you that have been following me or just watching my videos in general. I really appreciate it, and that's why I'm planning on finishing the next 50. But that starts with a review for this year's release of Horrible Bosses. Have you ever wanted to kill your boss? Well, now's your chance to see how awful of an idea that is. And you can do so by checking out this trailer.
Did I tell you that Parkin tricked me into having a drink at 8 o'clock this morning? I thought he was going to give you a promotion.
Yeah, no, he is.
I have decided who I want to be our new vice president of sales. Me.
What do you say?
Nick, please, we're in the middle of a meeting.
Sorry.
That's all right, I'll just attribute this to your drinking problem.
Unless your boss isn't sexually harassing you.
See if this thing's working. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a squirter, Dale.
You know, yours doesn't sound that bad.
We need to trim some of the fat.
What do you mean by trim the fat?
I want you to fire the fat people. They're lazy and they're slow and they make me sad to look at. You can start with large Marge. Marge, can you come in here, please?
What? You would have to admit our lives would be easier if our bosses weren't alive.
You can fire Professor Xavier.
You mean Hank?
Creeps me out, rolling around all day in a special little secret chair.
I don't care how bad our bosses are. We're not murderers.
Oh, Dale, you know that I like to fool around.
Oh.
This is bad. Bad, bad, bad.
You know what? That's crossing the line.
I'm in! Okay, so let's do this.
We gotta hire a professional.
I'm gonna be your murder consultant.
Word.
You wanna pull off a brilliant murder? It's not look like it's an accident.
Horrible Bosses involves three guys who hate their bosses. Nick's boss David won't give him that promotion that he's had to kiss ass for. Dale's boss Julia is sexually harassing him in the worst way possible. And Kurt's boss Bobby is an annoying and incredible douche. The three friends want to kill each other's bosses, but they need to hire a hitman. This doesn't really go so well when they meet Dean, I can't say his nickname, who only gives them advice as to how to kill their bosses themselves. This leads to a wacky turn of events that brings to light how awful an idea this really is. Given the talent involved, Horrible Bosses should be the greatest comedy of the new decade, or at least being on par with the ridiculous but hilarious adventures of The Hangover. And quite frankly, it does that for the most part. You've got Jason Bateman, Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Jason Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live fame. And then you've got Kevin Spacey in his most inspired role since American Beauty, Jennifer Aniston, who's actually very funny here, and Colin Farrell in one of the most random casting decisions ever. And each actor plays to their comedic strengths based on a screenplay co-written by none other than Freaks and Geeks star John Francis Daly. The plot itself is a bit on the wild side, never actually taking place in reality. But with great comic timing and a wonderful, colorful cast of characters, Horrible Bosses is oftentimes a blast. It doesn't necessarily push the envelopes of raunchiness or take its plot to the most extreme places it could possibly go. And that's probably why there aren't really laugh-a-minute riots, which I might have expected from a picture like this. But for all the moments that those jokes do hit, they hit with flying colors. Charlie Day and Kevin Spacey in particular play versions of themselves that fully justify their positions as great actors, even though they really are just playing it cool. The film just feels like they had fun making it, and I had fun watching it, even for its black comedy schematics. I'd go ahead with a B, maybe even a B+ on this one. And if you have had the chance to see Horrible Bosses before, I'd like to know what you guys thought about it. Did you love it? Hate it? And why? Leave one of those comments down below, and if you like any of my reviews or would just like to continue on my 100 Days, 100 Movies challenge, then you can subscribe up above. So now that we've hit 50 films, we have 50 more to go, which means I still need 50 more suggestions and recommendations from you guys, so keep them coming, and don't forget one of these guys. And once again, I'm DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Reviews on the go.
That's the picture.